Dusk was packed and we were all running around like idiots. Or maybe that was just me. Johnny, Lisbeth, and the others seemed to have everything well in hand. I didn't think my zombie status had anything to do with my fatigue, but I could be wrong. I'd only been a zombie for a few months. It took some getting used to. "Wendall, you want to climb up there and get me that bottle of virgin tears?" Johnny called out while pouring another drink. My fawn boss was great at multitasking, but his hooves made it difficult to climb the ladder where some lesser-used beverages were. "On it!" I yelled while reaching for the ladder. We didn't get many calls for virgin tears. Sirens liked it, but there weren't many of those around. The last one I'd seen was the producer for Interspecies Habitat, and last I knew, Divya was across the country working on a new project. The Pixie star and host of the show, Parsnip, would join her soon, but he had to work out the logistics of getting his bonded mate, Warlock Vander Kynes, to travel with him. Since bonding, they couldn't be away from each other for long. While at the top of the ladder, I gazed around, trying to spot the siren. If I'd been an alive human, I would have needed to be wary. Since fairy law, most sirens were reformed and didn't suck the souls of poor, pitiful human fools. Most didn't mean all. I scurried down the ladder and handed over the bottle. "Thanks," Johnny shot me a grin before filling the glass. "Lady in the far corner," Johnny pointed, glass in hand. "You good to take it to her?" In the way of answer, I snatched the glass and weaved my way through Dusk's patrons. As usual, a smattering of humans mixed in with other species. Vampires and wares dominated the bar, but there were a couple of brownies, 2 round tops of witches, and a dryad couple clinging to a darkened corner. I was the only zombie. From what I understood, and for reasons unknown, I'd taken to zombieism a little different from most. I'd retained my personality and ability to think and reason independently. The priestess who reanimated me thought I'd managed to keep a part of my soul. She also wondered if there was something extra in my DNA, something that wasn't straight-up human. I didn't have much insight. I was young when my parents died, and I was dropped on my aunt and uncle's doorstep. They didn't talk much about my parents. Then again, I didn't think my aunt and uncle said much of anything anymore. Not after Muriel got done with them. Newsflash, don't piss off a priestess. My family lied to Muriel. They'd more than implied my living deeds warranted a fate worse than death, which for most was being reanimated as a zombie. It hadn't quite worked out that way for me. Muriel wasn't pleased when she found out my family was full of shit. I still wasn't sure what she'd done to them. I'd stopped asking about a month ago. When I did ask, Muriel gave me the sweetest smile and told me not to worry about it. That was Muriel. She was the sweetest where I was concerned. But if she thought you'd done her wrong or committed atrocities while alive, Muriel was your worst nightmare. I squeezed through a couple of trolls, somehow keeping all those precious virgin tears in the glass. Our siren guest wasn't hard to spot. Like Divya, this siren had hair so blonde it looked white. The length of her hair rivaled that of any pixie and cupped her perfectly round rump. "Thank you, sweetie," she cooed, smiling wide enough to show off her double row of shark-like teeth. Holding the glass to her nose, she inhaled, eyelids slipping closed. "Now that smells delicious." Taking a sip, her grin widened. "My compliments to the owner." She tipped the glass in salutation. "I'll let Mr. Mooney know." Dusk's owner, Lucroy Mooney, was the king of the southeast vampire nest, but to me, he was simply the boss. Not being a vampire, I called him Mr. and left off the king title. "Please do." A pale pink glow emanated from the siren's eyes. I wasn't sure if she registered my zombie status or not. I was simply thankful that the sinful voice went in one ear and out the other. "Have a good evening," I hurriedly said before darting back into the crowd.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.